run defenses in football. Everything is about suffocating you at the line of scrimmage, make you work for everything you get.
Lost one on the last play, so now it's second and 11.
Panthers 50, Panthers, Mustang 19. Ready.
He'll look to throw. To the outside. Catch made by Pickens. And he's going to be dropped after a pickup of about 5.
You can see the eyes of the quarterback. He's trying to push this ball initially downfield, but with the defense doing a good job keeping a lid on the coverage, he's forced to check this ball down to the shallow route. But this is something that they know in the future. If I need a couple yards, they can come back to this play.
On third down, they'll set up to throw. Gets it away quickly, and it's caught. A gain of 11 on that walk. First down, Cowboys.
These third down conversions are just so important. Like everybody stresses, we want to possess the ball, give our offense as much opportunity to end as many drives as we can, scoring points. So if you want to stay on the field, you better be good on third down.
From the 50, he'll set up to throw. Now here comes the screen to Pierce. And this is going to be a big loss. He kept retreating, looking for an escape hatch. Found nothing. And they get him down well behind the line.
Well, the best screenplays, of course, you want the offensive lineman out in front of the running back. They act as his escort, his lead blockers. But what you can't afford is for the defenders to be in the backfield and get to the running back, because those offensive linemen, they can't help him at all.
They'll look to throw yet again. Working his way across the field. Caught by Lamb. That's how you get yourself out of the 2nd and 20 hole. Big gain there. It'll leave them just shy of the first down.
79 Broncos, 18 Pioneer.
They'll throw here on 3rd and short. Open man left side. He's got it. 2 receptions for him on this drive. This one good for 16 yards.
3rd and very short. For how many years, Mike, have we seen either turn it around and hand it to your running back to get the tough yard, or nowadays leave it in the hands of your quarterback for a quarterback sneak or a tush push or whatever you want to call it. But instead, they get him out on the perimeter, give him kind of a run-pass option of sorts, and he's able to pick up the first down there with a nice completion.
He is out of bounds. They have worked it inside the 50. That's a gain of 11, and they'll move the chains with another first down.
Ready.
Red zone now. He'll drop to throw. Quick throw here is complete. And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Dallas. His 4th TD grab of the season. Aubrey, good with the extra point. Cowboys come right back to tie it at 7. Each team one possession, each team a score. 7-7 as they kick it off. And that one is through the back of the end zone. It is a touchback. From the 35, it's 1st and 10. Look wide, gets this one complete, and he's going to be out of bounds right around midfield. Remember, he had the touchdown on the opening drive, and here on drive 2, he gets a first down with that catch. Now some movement up front. And we'll hear from our referee for the first time here today.
Let's go. 19 Tiger.
Operating from the gun, it's Dart. He's got his man, Wan'Dale Robinson. Good recovery after the penalty. He's back within a couple of yards of that first down.
And that's a nice grab for his first catch of the game, Mike. And he's someone that the play caller has told us he wants to get him early touches, get him a feel for the game. Nice job there making that happen.
He gets that complete downfield to Slayton. And he will score! Darius Slayton. Touchdown, New York. That his second touchdown of the game. This one number 7 of the year. Carlson's kick is good. And the Giants will move out to a 14-7 lead. Both teams ready to go once more as the kick's away. They play it short, take it at the 15-yard line. Nice job by the return team as he takes it across the 30-yard line.
Let's go. Viking 18.
Right away, they'll set up to throw. He'll get rid of it and complete it. And he'll be brought down just shy of midfield. It's been a busy first quarter for him so far. His third catch goes for a first down.
49-yard line.
Back. 60 Eagles. 60 Eagles. Cup 19. Cup 19.
Back to throw. Oh, he's going to be bottled up and taken down. They got him. Dexter Lawrence getting through there to drop him for a loss of 6.
The best thing they did here, Mike, is keep their rush lane integrity. What that means is you have to rush the quarterback as a unit. Keep him in the pocket. Keep him on that X. And when you do, man, he becomes a sitting duck for this pass rush.
That one down the field, but it is incomplete.
Rough sequence over these last couple plays. First down sack, second down big play attempt, falls incomplete. Now to make matters worse, you got to operate in third and long on a defense that knows they can just pin their ears back and try to get after the quarterback.
Third and long.
60 Bobcats. 60 Bobcats. 77. Go street. Panther 11. Panther 11.
Now they'll set up to throw. He's going to be brought down very close to that line to gain. They're going to mark him just a bit short. And now it's fourth down.
Brings up fourth down.
They'll throw out of the gun. He's got a receiver, and that's Lamb.
Love the idea of going for it on fourth down. Anytime you're on your opponent's side of the field, Mike, you have to take advantage of that field position. You're too long for a field goal, but you're too close to the end zone to punt it. So going for it on fourth down is definitely the right move. Now you've got to take advantage of it and don't let it go to waste.
A ball deep for the end zone. And that ball out of reach toward the sideline. It'll be an incompletion.
So, of course, you prefer to connect on that throw, but think about it like this, Mike. The more they continue to test this defense downfield, the more it's going to open up some of those shorter passes underneath.
They'll look to throw again. He's going to try it here again. And that ball led him too far, maybe too wide. Out of bounds, incomplete. He was trying to get it to C.D. Lamb. Now it's going to be third down.
So I like the aggressiveness of the call, but as the rest of the game unfolds, Mike, there needs to be better overall execution. A little bit cleaner, and next thing you know, they're going to hit some of those big shots.
After back-to-back incompletions, they now face third down and 10. And the Giants here will use the first of their timeouts. They'll talk things over before third down.
Okay, break. Come on. Set. Hawk 70. Buffalo 18. Vikings.
He'll drop to throw. And this is going to be incomplete. That is great work there, making things difficult defensively. It'll set up a 4th down.
Every so often, Mike, you can see these offenses, and it looks like the passing game gets a little bit too predictable. And as the defense continues to flood the back end of these zones with extra defenders, they're continuing to force this quarterback to not only make some difficult throws, but to put the ball in harm's way. And I can tell you firsthand, Mike, when you find yourself trailing in a game, you don't feel very good about coming away with field goals. But in this case, it does get them a little bit closer and cut into this deficit.
Showing off the big leg. Didn't want to defend a return, so this ball going to be spotted at the 35-yard line. A run with the man out of Purdue. That's Tyrone Tracy. And he'll be stacked up at the line of scrimmage.
1-yard gain brings up 2nd and 9.
Ball on the 36 now. Here's 2nd and 9.
Here we go. Set. Viking 18.
Dart going to keep this on the zone read. And he's going to be brought down. And with that tackle, we hit the end of the first quarter of play.
Pick up on the play. And it's 3rd down.
Giants football here to begin the second quarter. They come up now on 3rd down and 4 to go. Out of the gun, here comes Dart. That's complete. It's Malik Neighbors. Inside the 20. And he will go all the way. Malik Neighbors. Touchdown, Giants. Now Carlson to add the extra point. He's got it. And the Giants are out to a 21-10 lead.
21. Cowboys 10.
The kickoff team is out on the field, and we're back to it as the kick's away. Cavante Turpin on the return, and he'll be brought down just beyond the 25-yard line.
The Cowboys take over 1st and 10 at their own 27-yard line.
Ready. 7 Pirates. Set.
They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. He's going to let this one go deep. And flags come out. That's batted down. It's incomplete, but it looked like early contact. Let's check the call.
Here we go. Here we go.
A give. Here comes Blue. Good blocking to the 15. He'll be taken down, but just like that, they are in business. It's 1st and goal.
Nice job by them getting the back to the perimeter, and he's able to get outside, stick his foot in the ground, and then get vertical right down the numbers. Those are the type of runs this offense wants to see more of going forward.
Ready, ready.
A shotgun snap. He'll look to throw. He's got it at the 3.
This is a great example here of just not getting too complicated as an offensive coordinator. Who's one of your best players on the field, and how do you get the ball in his hands?
Ball at the 3. 2nd down and goal.
19 Tiger. 19 Tiger. Ready.
They'll look to throw. I had a defender draped all over him. Incomplete. Good work to body him up and set up a 3rd down.
He's got to find a way to hold on to that one. I mean, you're right on the doorstep of the end zone. And listen, I understand that hit is coming. But guess what? That hit's coming whether you catch it or not. And you get paid to make the difficult catches. And I would classify that one as tough, but you got to make that catch. Give your team a chance to come away with this drive with some points.
Blitz coming. He'll throw it. That is incomplete. The defense coming up big in the red zone. It's a turnover on down.
These are the situations where as an offense you're trying to dial up your best play call to make sure this possession doesn't get wasted. But let's give credit to the defense. Big moment, big fourth down opportunity, and they're able to get off the field.
Hit as he throws there. It's going to wind up incomplete. The pressure got to him that time, and it'll set up second down.
I really like this defensive play call. Knowing the offense is backed up on their own territory, take the fight to them. You know their first order of business is they're just trying to get some breathing room. Don't give it to them. You go attack. It's exactly what they were able to do, and that hit is what ultimately led to that incompletion.
Open man downfield. That's Neighbors. And a good gain. He's going to be marked down right at the 20-yard line. Remember, he had the touchdown catch the last time they had the football. Here, he's got a first down. Out of the shotgun. It's Dart. Oh, in trouble, and down he goes.
If you're going to take a sack, you just can't add to it by taking such a massive loss on top of it. Understand when the pocket breaks down, move up, cut your losses. Now, not only do you lose that down, but now you face a big uphill battle if you want to extend this drive.
And he's going to be dragged down, but not until he's inside the 25. A big play after being backed up. Gains an even 70 yards.
Everyone notices the big play after the catch, Mike, right? That's the easy part, but don't take for granted or overlook how important ball placement is. Being able to hit your target in stride is the difference between a nice completion or a big chunk play like they had here. It allows them to turn into a runner faster, take advantage of that green grass, and big plays typically lead to points.
That's his third catch of this first half, and good enough for a first down.
First and goal at the 9-yard line.
Dart gonna fake the give and hold on to it. A short game, down to the 7.
They went to the design quarterback run, and there just wasn't a lot of space for the quarterback to operate. You can see him kind of waiting for some of the blocks to develop. Never transpired. Didn't get a whole lot going. Short game.
He'll get this out wide, and he will get into the end zone. Wandale Robinson. Touchdown, New York. Carlson now for the extra point. He knocks it through. And the Giants add on one more as they extend their second quarter lead. Both teams ready to go once more as the kick's away. On the return, here's Turpin. And they'll be set up well as he is past the 35-yard line.
The Cowboys take over first and 10 at their own 37-yard line.
Ball rests at the 37. It's first and 10.
Get it! Panther 60! Panther 60!
Back to throw here to begin the drive. And he can't hang on through the contact. Incomplete. Good job defensively to meet him just as the ball was arriving. It'll bring up second down.
And really what stands out to me the most in this first half, Mike, is just there's very little separation among these receivers downfield. The quarterback has to throw into a lot of tight windows, contested catches, and they continue to do a nice job separating the ball from the man.
And he'll be out of bounds after a gain of 9. They'll go about trying to convert on third down.
brings up third.
All right, so anytime you're facing the blitz, the best thing you can do as an offense is just get the ball out of your hand. Get into the hands of receiver, run after catch. In this case, nice job by the defense, rallying to the ball. Modest gain.
Like 19, cut like 19, cut like 20.
They'll let the fullback try to push the pot.
And with the ball on your side of the 50, if they didn't pick it up there, I think it would have been really interesting, Mike, to see if they would have thought about going for it on fourth down. I think they would have, but I guess we'll never know because he's able to pick up the first down anyway.
They'll come up here, 1st and 10.
Buffalo 18.
Out of the gun, he'll throw. And they'll move this one down inside the 40-yard line. They get 14 on that hookup. That's good for a Dallas first down.
Cowboys, first down. 1st and 10 at the 37-yard line.
Ready? Cougar 19.
2 minutes remain here in this first half. Greg and I back to Arlington at AT&T Stadium after this.
Let's go now.
Throwing now on 1st and 10. Going down the middle of the field, and he's got his tight end. And this takes him into the red zone. He's brought down inside the 20-yard line.
Go, go, now, 79 Bronco, Cowboy 80. 18 Rattler, 18.
Throwing now from the gun. That's to the end zone where it's incomplete. What a job in coverage, muscling that one free. It'll be 2nd down now.
That was a perfectly timed hit, and I think it actually saved 6 points, Mike. He got there just as the ball did, and I think it was the contact that separated him from the ball.
60 by 6.
Back to the air once more on 2nd down. That's to the end zone, but it is incomplete.
So something they teach these defenders, especially in the secondary, Mike, is to trust your eyes. Don't panic, don't overcommit until you see where that ball is being thrown. And it's a great example here. The defender just trusting those eyes, breaking on the ball, and he almost comes away with the pick.
Hawk 70, Hawk 70. Rig alert, rig alert. Go street.
On 3rd down, they'll set up to throw. Fighting for the goal line. They're going to stop him just short, but he has picked up the first down.
1st and goal at the 1-yard line.
Pierce. No, he's not going to get in. In fact, they've shoved him backwards. Now a timeout. Giants, that is their 2nd. And they'll get together prior to the 2nd down play.
Ready?
He'll look to throw. Flush to his right. That one incomplete. Good job, textbook there, separating the man from the ball, and it'll bring up 3rd down.
And with nothing open, he might have been better off just trying to see if he can make something happen with his legs, but with the way this defense is flying around, I'm not sure there was a play to be made either way.
This one is hauled in on the feet in bounds. Yes! Touchdown, Cowboys! And he continues to be a focal point of this offense. Now 10 touchdown catches for him on the year. The offense staying put. They will go for 2.
The Cowboys will line up for the
Here comes the blitz as he looks to throw. That's going to be incomplete. That would have been a tough grab. The collision jarred it loose. The try for 2 is unsuccessful.
Brandon Aubrey to kick off.
So now, after the touchdown, out is Aubrey to kick this one away. Now return coming from the 7th. And a solid run back there. He'll get this out past the 30-yard line.
At their own 32-yard line.
Here's Dart on 1st and 10. He'll be hit as he throws, and that one will wind up incomplete. Could not step into the throw that time. It'll bring up 2nd down.
They got there in a hurry, didn't they, Mike? I mean, luckily for him, he saw that free rusher coming, and at the very least was able to get that ball out to prevent the sack.
That's going to be incomplete. Good work by the defender. Bodied his man up. Wouldn't allow the catch. It'll force 3rd down.
All things considered, it's actually a pretty good pass. I mean, he puts the ball in a place where only his guy can catch it. But I think he hears those footsteps coming from that nearest defender, and he's not able to secure the catch through contact.
Operating from the gun, it's Dart. Nowhere to go. He is taken down. And now the Cowboys are going to take a timeout. They get the stoppage with just over 50 seconds to play in this first half. And it's a good return here. He's going to set his guys up with outstanding field position.
At the 31-yard line.
Ready, set. Stephanie. Not 70 lock.
On 1st and 10, they'll set up to throw. He throws right side down the field, and it is brought in. 6 catches for him in the ball game now. This one's good for a 1st down. Well, a chance to get right back in it here. 1st down and goal. That's going to be intercepted in the end zone. Picked off by Paulson Adebo. And the Giants are going to take possession here at their own 16-yard line.
So much of that play comes down to the defender's positioning. Being able to get himself to a spot, to get his hands on the ball, and a chance at that pick. Mike, when that ball was thrown, me and you are sitting here saying, that's a touchdown. And instead, they force a turnover, and now their offense is down the field.
And he's taken down up past the 35. The Giants going to call their 3rd and final timeout as the clock will stop with 21 seconds to go until halftime. On 1st and 10, here is Dart. Down the field, it's caught on that left sideline. That pickup good for 29 yards.
We spent so much time talking about arm strength, and while that certainly has a place in the conversation, look at the touch of this ball, Mike. It's a deep corner out. This ball needs to have the right pace, the right trajectory to not only get it over the second-level defenders, but get that ball down into the hands of his target. He makes it look a lot easier than it actually is.
Malik Neighbors, the intended receiver. And it'll bring up 2nd down. Throwing again, Dart. That's over the middle and intercepted. Picked off by Deron Black. And the Cowboys are going to take over at their own 11-yard line.
The Cowboys take over 1st and 10 at their own 11-yard line.
Ready? Liking 18. Ready.
Right away, they'll set up to throw. Headed left, buying time. Escaping the danger, throwing and completing. And he's going to be out of bounds, up past the 20. First half played out a bit as we expected. We'll see if there's a surprise coming up. Both teams set to go, and the second half is underway. And he'll be forced out of bounds, but a very solid return. On play action, he'll set up to throw. Under pressure, and he'll go down. They got him. Kayvon Thibodeaux. He gets in for the sack. It took a while, but that is his first on the year. Work to do now as they come up on 2nd and long.
Let's go now.
Now they'll set up to throw. This one intercepted. Picked off by Deonte Banks. And he'll be taken down, and there is a flag on the play. This is going to be a huge call. Line of scrimmage is the 31 as they line up 1st and 10. Run the toss play to Pierce. And he'll only be able to muster a couple of yards. Andrew Phillips in on the tackle. We'll get a stoppage here. There is an injured Cowboy. So as they look at the injured player, we'll take a timeout. From the 34-yard line, here's 2nd and 8. Back to throw. And he'll be tackled around the 45-yard line. His 5th catch of the afternoon. Good for a first down.
Once he saw the defense, he knew that outbreaking route was going to be there. All he had to do was wait for his guy to get to the spot and drop the ball right in the bucket near the sideline.
18 Cardinal, 18 Cardinal.
He'll drop to throw. First down throw there is incomplete.
For the most part, he's been very accurate with the ball. I mean, he's completing over 60% of his passes, but because they haven't been able to get any big explosive plays, continue to push the ball downfield, hasn't really translated on the scoreboard just yet.
Second and 10.
Let's go. 60 Eagles, 60 Eagles. 18 Rattler, 18 Panther 60, Panther 60, Bronco 18, Bronco 80.
Off the play fake. He'll look to throw. And that ball in and out of his hands. It is incomplete. Might tell you after the game he should have come up with that one. He doesn't, and now 3rd down comes up.
And that's another brutal drop for an offense that has struggled to catch the ball up to this point. And yes, you can nitpick about ball placement and whatnot, but listen, the reality is at this level, if it hits your hands, you have to find a way to come down.
Dragon 60.
Shotgun snap as they'll throw it on 3rd down. Short pass taken in by the tight end. And he'll gain some yardage here, but that is not nearly enough for the first down. It's going to bring up 4th down.
And it seems like he just cut that route a little too short. He's got to get more depth on the initial stem, and that way he makes sure when he catches the ball, it's beyond the sticks.
Come on. Panther 60.
They do indeed snap it as they'll try and throw. He's got his man. It's Pickens. And he's going to pick up the Cowboys' first down. As that'll be a gain of 15 on fourth down.
First and 10.
Back to the air one more time. He'll let this go deep for the end zone. That is caught. What a throw. George Pickens. Touchdown, Dallas.
And while everyone's going to focus on the play downfield, this touchdown, Mike, it ultimately occurs because of the protection up front. They do a great job picking up the blitz, and with those extra few seconds, that's all the time he needs. Finds his man streaking downfield, open, and great awareness meets great scheme. All you need is great execution.
So now, after the touchdown, out is Aubrey to kick this one away.
The Giants take over first and 10 at their own 35-yard line.
On first down, Dart. He's got his man, that's Slayton. And he's going to be out of bounds just beyond midfield. He had 2 touchdowns earlier, looking to see what he can do here in this second half. That grab gets them a first down. Off the bootleg, here is Dart. Off balance throw, it's complete. And he'll get about 8 on that one. Most of it coming after the catch. It's second down.
Brings up second and 1 at the 38-yard line.
Here we go. 18 Cardinal, 18 Cardinal. 19,
Out of the gun, here comes Dart. He'll look deep here for Neighbors. The ball deflected at least a couple of times, but it'll fall to the ground. It's incomplete.
They're trying to take the top off the defense, make them feel that vertical threat, and soften everything up. Wasn't a ton of separation downfield, at least not what they would have preferred, and ends it up being a wasted down.
He will not be able to get to the end. They shut him down. Taken down behind the line. And it's fourth down.
It's a loss of 2.
So it's a pretty manageable third down, so they really have the option to run or pass, so they decide to keep the ball on the ground, which I don't mind as long as you've made the decision already that you're willing to use fourth down to pick up the rest of the yards. If not, I think that's a big mistake. You know, more often than not in the NFL, games are won based on who wins critical downs. Well, that fourth down attempt right there was exactly that, and this defense came up huge for a big-time fourth down stop.
On the ground to begin the drive with Pierce. He left that first defender grasping for air as he winds up getting 8 out of that one.
49-yard line. It's a gain of 9. Brings up second.
Just shy of midfield. Here's second down and a yard.
Go! Let's go! Steady!
Straight ahead, it's Blue. And I don't think he got that wrapped up at the line of scrimmage, and now you're looking at third down.
Great job here defensively, Mike. Make them snap the ball again. Second and 1, they're not conceding anything. Make it third and 1 and see if your defense can come up again with a stop for no gain.
On third down, they'll run, and here comes the reverse. And he's not going to get the first down. They met him, brought him down in the backfield on third and short.
60 Maverick! 60 Maverick!
They will indeed go as they look to throw. That's incomplete. Daring Hall on fourth down. Does not work out. And it results in a turnover on down. They'll run with Tracy. And not much there. Good defense. Held to no gain.
He does a nice job coming from his safety position, filling his run gap assignment, and keeps this to a modest gain at best.
exiting the pocket right. A throw there on second down, going to be incomplete.
So on a day where he's completed, give or take half of his passes, Mike, you have to imagine there's a handful of throws he'd like to have back, and I think that last one falls in that category. But the biggest thing, and most fortunately for them, they find themselves with a lead despite a bit of an up-and-down performance out of their quarterback.
The outside, caught by Neighbors. And he'll try to get to the marker, but he's not going to get there. Out of bounds, a couple of yards short. It is fourth down.
Fourth down and 1.
They'll indeed go for it, and it's Dart. And off the deflection, it is taken in. And he's going to have the first down. Taking a chance there, playing with the lead, but it works out for them.
First and 10 at the 27-yard line.
On the zone read, a give to Tracy. And he'll move this ahead for about 4 yards. Demarion Overshown there on the tackle.
It's a gain of 5. Brings up second and 5.
From the 22 now, here's second and 5. On the ground, it's right back to Tracy. They converge on him quickly. He'll only get a couple. Deron Bland with the tackle. Here's third and 2. Out of the shotgun, it's Dart. That's caught. Left side, it's complete. And he's going to pick up the first down. He knew where that marker was and made sure he got beyond it.
A 4-yard pickup on the play. And the Giants
on the give, it's Tracy. He'll be taken down after a gain of 2.
He was brought down at the 13-yard line. It's a pickup of 3. Brings up second and 7.
So, no shortage of offense in this one as we end the third. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL on EA Sports. Second down, they need 7. To throw is Dart. That is caught. It's Robinson. So he's brought down. That pass is going to pick up 4 and bring up third down.
5 yards on the play.
A bit of a quick hitter here, and what you're hoping for, Mike, is that the defense can't react quickly enough because the ball's coming out so hot. But they knew it was coming, and they end up holding them to just a short gain.
And he's got another one. Darius Slayton. Touchdown, New York. 3 touchdowns for him. Numbers 6, 7, and 8 on the season. Carlson able to knock through the extra point. And the Giants will open it up even further here in this fourth quarter. The kickoff team is out on the field, and we're back to it as the kick's away. The return starts at the 13. Very good field position to start as the return is past the 40.
At their own 41-yard line.
Here we go. Stack. Go.
They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. Little short pass here, caught by his tight end. And he's not going to get too far, tackled after a gain of just a yard.
And this is where the versatility of the tight end position really starts coming into play. Not only do they have to line up with their hand on the ground, but they can occasionally split out in the slot. And man, they're too fast for linebackers, and a lot of times they're too big for defensive backs.
And he'll be taken down, but they are in business inside the 30-yard line. We'll get a stoppage here. There is an injured Cowboy. Athletic training staff looking at him, so we'll step aside.
Panther 60, Panther 60, 19 tight, 19.
Now, faking the give. Back to the sideline and intercepted. Picked off by Javon Holland.
For these young rookie quarterbacks, every snap in the NFL is an opportunity to have a lesson learned, and sometimes the lessons come a little bit harder than others. In this case, they kind of fool them with their blitz package. It's a little bit more complex at the NFL level than it is necessarily in college, and I think he just got a first-hand taste of just how fast this pressure can get on you, and sometimes when it speeds up that clock, you can make a bad throw.
Hit as he throws there. It's going to wind up incomplete. The pressure got to him that time, and it'll set up second down. Now it's Tracy looking to run, and the defense there to meet him. They'll hold him to 2 and bring up third down.
A 3-yard gain on the play brings up third down.
Operating from the gun, it's Dart. That's taken in. What a catch by Neighbors.
At this point in the game, Mike, it really starts coming down to the number of possessions. So that's a huge first down conversion. Fresh set of downs. Now, the balance is stay aggressive and maintain the ball, but also start working this clock.
Forced out wide. And they're going to mark him down right at the 30-yard line.
An interesting decision there by the play caller to put this ball in the air. Mike, you're up by 2 scores. Traditional wisdom says, hey, we're up by 2 scores late in the fourth quarter. We've got to keep this clock moving. You don't want to risk an incompletion. Now, they convert. They're able to secure the catch and pick up a fresh set of downs. That's going to enable them to continue to burn more clock. And without a stop, their opponent's not going to get the ball. When you look throughout this game, Mike, I don't think there's even debate. This defensive line has clearly won the battle at the line of scrimmage over this offensive line. And for an offense that wants the run game to be such a critical element to its plan, they've got to do a better job because there's nowhere to run. There's no holes for the back to find. And all these 0 or negative runs are putting them in some really bad spots.
And the Giants here will use the first of their timeouts, and they'll get together prior to this second down play.
Let's go now. Cougar 19.
Throwing is Dart. He'll look deep here for Neighbors. That's caught, and he will score. Malik Neighbors. Touchdown, Giants. Touchdown. 2 touchdowns for him now on the afternoon. Greg, that's one of those scores where it's not completely over, but it's getting to be about that time.
Yeah, Mike, I just think they're entering miracle stage right now, and I just don't think there's any coming back from this deficit.
Both teams ready to go once more as the kick's away. This is a short kick, returnable from the 13. And he'll be out of bounds on the return. And the drive will begin there.
At their own 42-yard line.
Right away, they'll set up to throw. And this is too far out in front. That one's incomplete.
Well, it's late, you're losing, things really haven't gone your way all day today, and there's really not much left to do other than to try to take some big shots downfield. That time, the coverage is really good and just falls incomplete.
And for a third time today, he's intercepted. Picked off by Deonte Banks. On 1st and 10, here is Dart. The pressure gets there, and down he goes back inside the 20-yard line. Donovan Ezaraku in there for the sack. Loss of 10 yards to start this drive. To the air on 2nd down. Dart. He'll get it into the hands of Slayton. Well, it's brought down. That pass is going to pick up 4 and bring up 3rd down.
This is one of those throws where you're hoping you do most of the damage after the catch, but give credit to the defense. Once that ball was caught, they were on him quickly, and there was nowhere for him to go after the catch.
Third and a long way to go. Dart. He'll look deep here for Neighbors. This one broken up. It's incomplete. Good job separating the receiver from the ball, and it is 4th down. The Giants sending out their punter, and he'll be looking for something better after that poor first punt. And he's going to be hit and dropped right away. That's great coverage there. Winds up with nothing on the return.
At their own 31-yard line.
Here we go.
Back to throw here to begin the drive. Throw here down the field. Will fall. Incomplete.
This is one of those situations that plays directly into the hands of the defense because think, Mike, they know this offense has to be one-dimensional. This has to be a pass. So what do? They bring in extra defensive backs. They clog up the back end. And at the end of the day, there's just nowhere for the offense to go with the ball.
He's going to let one go deep for Lambs. And that ball out of reach toward the sideline. It'll be an incompletion. 2 incompletions to start the drive, and it leads to 3rd down and 10. And that is incomplete contact, but no flags. It's going to be 4th down.
I just don't like the look of this passing game, Mike. It just seems a bit erratic. On top of the 2 straight incompletions, they've already turned the ball over through the air. And truthfully, with how dangerous some of these throws have been, they're lucky it hasn't been even more.
Now or never, they'll throw on 4th down. That's taken in, and he is going to have a Cowboys 1st down as they pick up a big chunk of yards to boot as a gain of 18.
1st and 10.
So 2 minutes left to play in the 2nd half. We'll come back and finish this one off after this.
On the double.
Set to go now on 1st and 10.
Ready.
From the 50, he'll set up to throw. He's not going to get too far, tackled after a gain of just a yard.
Just a little slow developing on that screenplay there. It was pretty obvious to the entire defense exactly what was going on. Nobody was thinking pass. Nobody was getting back into their drops, and just nowhere for that back to go.
This one is caught by Turpin. And they'll work this close to a 1st down, maybe just a tad short.
3rd down.
Top low 18. 70 Ranger, 70 Ranger. Let's go.
They'll throw here on 3rd and short yardage. That is incomplete. Here we go. They're down to what could be their final play. It's 4th down.
So this is where it gets really challenging as an offense. You find yourself trailing late in the game. The defense can play you one-dimensional. They know it's a pass-first situation, so extra defensive backs, the zones and the coverage are a little bit tighter and cloudier, and he's having a hard time finding any open windows downfield. You find yourself down big. It's the 4th quarter. There's really no choice but to go for this at this point. But once again, this defense, they're up to the task, and they come through yet again with a huge stop.
That one to the sideline is over everybody, but now a penalty flag will come in. They may get him for grounding. Dart going to throw here on 2nd down. Oh, fine work there defensively. Got that hand in there. That pass is incomplete. DaRon Bland. Good coverage, and he gets his hands on that one. What can they do here? This is 3rd and forever. Here's Dart. Moving to his right. And that is incomplete.
Great pass rushers live for 3rd down, especially when they know the offense has to be one-dimensional. And this is a great example here, Mike. They can just pin their ears back and go. They know there is no threat for run. It is a must-pass situation, and for this offense, they're lucky it didn't result in a sack.
Oh, look at this! It's a fake! And this cannot be what they were hoping for. What a disaster. Hunter definitely in harm's way. They get nothing out of this, and they turned it over on down.
So it's obvious during the course of the week in practice, studying the film, they thought there was an advantage they could take with their punt unit coming on the field and picking up a 4th down fake. But the execution just wasn't there. So again, you go back to...
And this is going to be a touchdown. It's too little too late. Do get a bit closer as they score here in the final minute of play. That is yet another touchdown pass. What a game he is having, throwing his 4th touchdown score of the game.
It's one thing, Mike, to throw 4 touchdowns, but it's really the ease in which he's carved this defense up that has stood out the most. The defense has had no answers for this passing game, and he has just completely had his way with this group.
This one not quite over, but down a couple of scores. We're going to get an onside kick.
Well, we knew, Mike, this was going to take a miracle. All they needed to do was recover this, score, recover another one, score again. Unfortunately, that's not going to happen, and this game's all but over.
They'll drop to throw. Open man downfield. That's Neighbors. And they're going to be set up right around the 10-yard line. Here's a chance to put this game away. 1st down and goal.
1st down goal, Giants.
A quick throw on the RPO is complete.
Similar to a tight end, the slot receiver is often considered the safety blanket. He makes all the difficult catches, tends to be a little bit more around the line of scrimmage, and so far today, he's certainly lived up to that reputation.
They'll try to run this one in. That one only good for a gain of 1 to the 2 to set up 3rd and goal.
And after that short run, puts them a little bit closer to the 1st down marker, and they're going to need to create more running room on the ground if they plan on extending this drive.
19,
He'll try to throw it, and here's Dart. And this is going to be a touchdown. They are going to extend the lead here in the final minute of play.
Touchdown, Giants.
And that is the hat trick. What a game. His third touchdown reception of this one.
And nothing they've done to slow him down has worked, Mike. This defense, they're throwing multiple guys at him. They're playing man, they're playing zone. It doesn't matter. This guy is having his way, and he's having a day.
So the kickoff team out there one final time in the final minute as they kick it away. He'll take it at the 12. And they will finally get him down, but he gets all the way close to the 40-yard line.
39-yard line.
From the 39, here's a 1st and 10.
19, Pioneer. Cougar 19.
He'll look to throw. He's going to air this one out. That'll be incomplete. And now we are down to likely just one more play.
Tyler Newman.
At this point in the game, you find yourself trailing by this amount. It just feels like, why not, right? Just continue to test this defense, see if you can get something going in the downfield passing game. And nice job by the secondary, understanding what's coming, understanding the offense. They really have nothing to lose.
And the final throw of the game winds up incomplete. And that will do it. This one comes to an end. So a road win here for the Giants. They get the victory away from home in the division. Those are so valuable. And they'll get another shot in their place next time later in the season. So that'll just about do it for Greg Olsen and our entire team. I'm Mike Tirico. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. For more, log on to easports.com. So long, everybody.